Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Łukasz Cioch, and I'm honored and pleased to be here with Denis Ricard, Secretary General of the Organization of World Heritage Cities based in Quebec, Canada.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
I'll start with a really tricky question. We all know that in less than 2 months, 450, maybe more delegates from all around the world, 150 countries possibly, will meet here to talk about heritage and tourism, what you describe as some of the biggest challenge categories in the world now.
Yeah.
Right? So my big question for you would be, a lot of people see multinational organizations talking about very broad topics like security, politics, heritage, tourism. They see talking heads, they see bureaucrats who create a lot of reports, documents, and nothing happens after that. How is OWHC different?
Well, I think the OWHC is different in the sense that it is indeed a network, but not a network of thinkers, but a network of doers, a network of mayors, a network of specialists in heritage, a network where when we have a meeting like the one we will be having here from June the 2nd to June the 5th, we will not only address questions or thinking or problems to the mayors or the heritage experts, but also to journalists. We'll have a workshop for journalists. We'll have a workshop very concrete. This is what we are, very concrete for the mayors. For instance, when a mayor is elected, he or she may not know anything about heritage, but still has to manage the heritage according to a law that is coming from UNESCO, a convention that has been ratified by the country. For instance, the mayor of Kraków, and he does it very well, by the way, the mayor of Kraków is obliged to respect what Poland has signed as a convention, a UNESCO convention. Now, many mayors, when they are elected, as I've said before, do not necessarily know anything about heritage. So it's very concrete. It is bringing them to raising their own awareness about heritage and how to manage it and what to do, what not to do, and so on and so forth.
So is OWHC essentially a best practice lab in the respective topics and categories?
I'm very happy you're using best practice, because even within the organization, we have what we call best practice, and there is an award that we give every 2 years, and it will be given here. The announcement will be at the official opening on Market Square, where the whole population is invited on the night of the 2nd,
right?
2nd of June. The whole population is invited. It will be a really interesting parade and show, and there will be a few speeches. And we will be announcing the winner of the Jean-Paul Lallier Award, which is given every 2nd year to a city around the world that has illustrated itself in the management of its heritage, how it works. Cities send their candidacies saying we have done this and that, and we have an international jury deciding which one of these cities has done something very unique that can be some sort of an example to the rest of the world. And it is here on the night of the 2nd, Market Square, where we will announce the winner of the 2019 Jean-Paul Lallier Award. It's called Jean-Paul Lallier, by the way, because it's the name of the founder of the organization back in 1991.
So less than 2 months ahead of the event.
Less than 2 months.
Yes, less than 2 months. It's going to be packed full. It's only fair that I should ask, why has the organization chosen Kraków?
The organization has chosen Kraków among other candidates because every 2nd year when we have a World Congress, 2 years ago we were in Korea, in Gyeongju, and several cities ran to host the World Congress. Kraków ran and did win, and we will do the same thing here. As a matter of fact, we will vote on the 5th for the host city of the 2021, where this organization will meet somewhere around the world.
We're still with the why question. Why have you chosen Kraków?
I did not, because I don't have a right to vote. But I can tell you
so
what I've
Kraków?
heard.
I
can tell you what I've heard. What I've heard from those voters from around the world. Even though, as I said, as Secretary General, I don't have a right to vote. But
it's
the
very
voters,
politically correct of you. But now let's bring it closer to trying to answer.
The voters have chosen because the presentation made by Kraków was, first of all, first class. They obviously had prepared their candidacy. Second, because this city has something to offer to the world. You know, now we reach over 300 cities around the world. The two first ones, out of the two first ones back in 1978, one was Quito in Ecuador, but the other one, not the second one, because they were at the same time, was Kraków here. So this city goes way back in terms of heritage, and this is known in the field of heritage. So they came with a good proposal. They came with a reputation. They came with a past that is very relevant. They came with a city that has things that are unique to offer. And you know, things that have unique to offer in terms of heritage can be, of course, built heritage, which is what we deal with, but it can be so much more than that. And it can go from built heritage to intangible heritage to even religion. I mean, John Paul II was from here, managed, because he was the magnitude he was, to put the city on the world list. This city has something to offer because, I mean, think about the salt mine. This is pretty unique in the world. I don't know how many people do realize here, because when you live in an environment all of your life, you may not realize the value of it, but the salt mine, I can assure you, is very unique. As a matter of fact, we will have the last night in the salt mine. The city, you know, heritage, unfortunately, sometimes is not necessarily good memories, but Auschwitz is something not too far away, and it's worth remembering the bad things that were done. And so it is here. So this city has so many diversified things to offer that it is not a surprise that they were voted in 2 years ago.